Sannyas, concept of sannyas in India, in any tradition, Jain tradition, Buddha tradition, Hindu tradition, no family, no profession, no position. These are the essentials of sannyas. But Osho, in Osho sannyas, people can live in family, they can do their profession, they can possess property, but still they can become a monk and sannyasi. So it is a very new experiment, very rare experiment, I could say, that Bhagavan was criticized in early days when he started new sannyas. For 10 years he was criticized in India. Still, retarded people still criticize him. Intelligent people have now understood his sannyas. They don't criticize, but there are majority of people are not intelligent in this world. So still they criticize him. What type of sannyas is this? No? People are marrying, people are going to restaurant, people possess car and they have business. How can they become sannyasi? So people don't understand. Retarded people don't understand his sannyas. It needs a great intelligence and insight to understand his sannyas. And his sannyas is an ultra new experiment. It should survive. And in the modern time, the old type of sannyas has no future. Society cannot take load of many people who are not creative and just stay on begging. No? So society cannot take financial load also. And that type of sannyas is not suitable for 21st century. It has served its purpose. No? So in 21st century, we need new sannyas, which Osho has started. Bhagavan has said time and again that I will be available for you. It is my promise. When I have initiated you, or I am going to initiate you, I will be totally available to you, whether I am in physical body or not in physical body, he said. So, whenever sannyas initiation happens, we all feel his non-physical presence. In word we can say that he becomes present not in physical form, non-physical presence. So that creates the energy. But everybody cannot tune him 100%. So it will differ, no? His level of energy will differ. Anywhere where sannyas happens, there will be change of energy. If people is devoted and he is honestly giving sannyas without becoming himself guru, no? If he invoke master, so there will be energy. But everybody is not so receptive, not sensitive, and also not devoted to Bhagavan. Now it has become easy thing, anybody can give you mala. Now you see that when some people told me that in Pragya Bhavan, no, sannyas was happening and people were asking, and they just give them mala, no? There is no time to even touch their body.
Through the
Then when other people from back ask that, I also on sannyas, then they throw mala from here, no? So that type of sannyas is also happening. We can't expect much. And there are people are giving sannyas through internet, no? They are sending mala by post. So you can't expect that much, no? Because for sannyas, my request is that people who want to take sannyas, they should decide clearly that I want to make Osho my master, guru. You know, when you make a guru, it makes so many change in your life. And one of the condition of the sannyas is regular meditation. So people who can't, who are not ready to do regular meditation, they should not take sannyas. It is a condition that you have to meditate daily basis. Sometimes you can miss if when you are traveling or when you are sick. It's not that compulsory, but you should try to meditate on daily basis. So that's a condition. Before up to 85, mala was compulsory. I think it's still compulsory. Mala, that you have to wear all the time mala. And orange robe, orange dress. No, you can wear anything up to 85, from 70 to 85 for 15 years. It was compulsory that you have to wear orange clothes. You can, in office you can go in suit, pant, tie, but everything should be a shade of orange or red. No, so we were going to office. You can see my old pictures. No, and coat and tie and all sorts of dress which was essential for your business, but the orange color was orange. In going to Rajneeshpuram, a lot of change after destruction of Rajneeshpuram. Osho was also a little bit sad, and he wanted to break. He said that I want to break this Buddha field because people are not understanding and people are insensitive. So he one day, just in one lecture, he said that mala is no more compulsory. No. Immediately after second lecture, Bhagavan said that I wanted to withdraw my energy from you and don't want to help you, don't want to be responsible for you, but my compassion does not allow me. Next day he said, no, my compassion does not allow me to withdraw totally from your life. So this master and disciple relationship will remain. But sometimes even one lecture becomes so dangerous, because one day he said that mala is no more compulsory, just by one word. Then after that, 1,000 times he said that mala is significant, you should wear mala. You have in your iPods, no? 100th time he has said the meaning of mala, sannyas, meaning of ye. And I asked him immediately when he was after Rajneeshpuram, when he came to Manali, I have a question. I put him a question that in Nepal, Bhagwan, I am wearing mala and I ask people to wear mala and orange clothes also. Bhagwan said, it's okay, you are doing fine. You should remain in mala and sannyas. But sometimes master one words can give big freedom to people. Like Buddha, only once he said that whatever falls, Buddha was vegetarian and he preached vegetarianism, but at one incident, when somebody gave a meat in a begging bowl of a bhikshu, and he asked Buddha that what should I do? Should I throw it and ask for other food? Buddha became silent. He said, if I allow him to throw, all the bhikshu will be throwing away whatever given to them and they will be asking a special food. So it is just an incident. He said that whatever has been given in your begging bowl you should eat. Because of that one statement, majority of Buddhists are non-veg today. No, just one statement. Buddha himself whole life vegetarian. He has talked about Shakahar. But just one statement, just taking the example, I don't know the exact percentage, but I think more than 80% Buddhist, maybe more than 90% Buddhist eat meat. No? Where the first principle is ahimsa. बुद्ध को जो 5 शील छ पहिलो अहिंसा छ, not killing any, not giving even pain to any living being, not killing too much. पेन पनि नदिनु भनेको छ, पहिलो सूत्रै छ अहिंसा. But still people chant Panch Mahabharat, they chant Panch Shil, but they eat meat. One sentence, Buddha must be repenting for that. अब त उसलाई इरेज गर्न सकिँदैन, त्यो मुखबाट निस्क्यो. भगवान इज अल्सो रिपेन्टिङ फर द्याट लेक्चर. वान लेक्चर भगवानले कहा माला इज नो मोर कम्पल्सरी, सारा दुनियाँले माला फालिदियो. त्यसपछि उहाँले जति भने पनि नेपाल मात्रै छ मालालाई फेरि एस्टाब्लिस गर्न चाहने व्यक्ति मै मात्रै छु ओशो सन्यासमा, होइन. धेरै छन् गुरुहरू पनि जो दीक्षा दिइराख्नु भएको छ, उहाँहरू पनि माला लगाउनुहुन्न, मालाको बारेमा बोल्नुहुन्न. एक्लै म प्रयास गरिरहेको छु मालालाई फेरि पृथ्वीमा ल्याउनलाई, एक्लै प्रयास गरेर. यो बहुत कठिन प्रयास हो. आई एम बीइङ क्रिटिसाइज्ड बाई मेनी सन्यासी बिकज they don't wear mala. My Indian friends, my friends, foreigner friends, they are all senior sannyasi, but they all criticize me because they don't understand. No? So mala is a part of our sannyas. As vegetarian should be a part of Buddhism. But now, very difficult, impossible. एक बार बुद्ध के मुंह से निकल गया 80% बुद्धिस्ट, 90% बुद्धिस्ट मांस खा रहे. अब उनको कोई नहीं सुधार सकता है. भगवान के मुंह से एक बार निकल गया, इट इज नॉट मोर कंपल्सरी. उसके बाद 1000 बार उन्होंने कहा कि माला बहुत, अब कौन सुनता है, मेरी भी कौन सुनता है. बट आई एम ट्राइंग. सो होल नेपाल, मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल इन नेपाल इज वेयरिंग माला, एंड पीपल who trust me around the world. I have also traveled around the world and initiated thousands of people. They are wearing mala. And other people also who trust me, who have been initiated by Osho or by some other people, they are also wearing mala. So about more than 100,000 people are, I think more than 100,000 people are wearing mala still. Now, it is only because of one person. You know? I have been struggling for it for same day, from 85, 15 साल or 35 years. More than, about 35 years. So mala has survived. You know? My understanding is that there will be Osho, Vivekananda, they are coming. I know few children has been born. Those were Osho disciples in their previous life. And they are a child at the moment, but they have a great love for Bhagwan. They will support me. So, like Buddhism was spread by Bodhidharma many years after Buddha. So Osho's Bodhidharma will also come, that's my understanding. And what I have started to respect mala, or respect clothes. No? At least black color clothes should not be used by Osho sannyasi. No? As far as possible, we should wear, as far as possible, light color, orange or yellow or maroon, otherwise white, no? Not black, as far as possible. But if these are maybe not possible for everybody, so I don't insist, but mala I will insist that mala we should wear. The day you remove your mala, you are disconnected from your master. Your story ends as a disciple. No? So mala, so I will insist that everybody should wear mala. If it is not possible for you to wear in your business, you can keep it inside. No? Suppose somebody in airlines, they cannot throw their mala as a pilot or air hostess. So she can put it inside. But it should be with you, either outside or inside. Before it was compulsory, before 85, we were wearing it outside, all the even high officials, and so it was compulsory. But now things have changed. So my request for everybody who is listening to me, mala keeps you connected with the master. We have hundreds of his quotes where Bhagwan has said, the day you leave your mala, Bhagwan feels great relief and he is free from your spiritual responsibility. Then you have to walk on your own. So if you want to remain a disciple, you should not miss your mala. I give sannyas on this assumption that you will respect your mala. If you think that you cannot wear your mala, you should not take sannyas from me. There are other people who will give you through internet, or they will throw mala on you, no? So there are alternatives are available. But from me, if you take sannyas, you should respect your mala and one meditation. At least these two disciplines you should follow. जो मित्र आज दीक्षा लिइराख्नु भएको छ उहाँहरूको आज बडो पवित्र दिन हो। पछि गएर यो दिन तपाईले आफ्नो जीवनको एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण दिनको रूपमा याद गर्नुहुन्छ, किनभने गुरु भेटाउनु भनेको जीवनको सबभन्दा ठुलो सौभाग्य हो। तर यो बुझ्नुस् कि यदि मलाई प्यास लागेको छ भने यो पानीको मूल्य छ। पानी कोही व्यक्ति 2 दिनदेखि पानी खाएको छैन, प्यासो छ भने त्यो 1 गिलास पानीको लागि उसले कुनै पनि मूल्य दिन सक्छ। If he is thirsty, a glass of water, he will value it and he will ready to pay any cost for a glass of water if he has not had drunk water for last 2 days. Similarly, but if somebody is not thirsty, for him a glass of water has got no value. Similarly, if there is a spiritual quest in you, then this sannyas has a great value, and this day will remain a golden day in your calendar. Today is 5th of February? 5th or 6th? 6th February. So 6th February will become a day, very important day in your calendar. The day you were initiated and a new chapter in your life began. But if you are not thirsty, if you are not sincere, maybe you will forget. I meet many people, they have taken sannyas by other coordinators. When I ask them, वो say, स्वामी जी हम भी तो सन्यासी हैं, माला जब माला देख कर एयरपोर्ट पर जाते हैं, कहीं जाते हैं तो बोलते हैं स्वामी जी हम भी सन्यासी हैं, हम भी अवश्य सन्यासी हैं। देखिए आप स्वामी जी आपका सन्यास नाम क्या है? तो आप श्रीमती से पूछे मेरा सन्यास नाम क्या था? नाम भी भूल गए। माला तो है ही नहीं है, नाम भी भूल गए। तो श्रीमती से पूछते क्या? तो उस तरह के सन्यास का मतलब कमिटमेंट होना चाहिए ना किसी चीज़ का। उस तरह के सन्यास की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है। ये बहुत बड़ा प्रसाद गुरु की तरफ से बरस रहा है। दीक्षा इनिशिएशन existence is so kind upon you that you are being initiated by a master Osho. After the initiation, you have a guardian, you have a guru, you have a guide. who will not only guide you in your spiritual growth, who will not only help you in your meditation, but if you are sincere, he will be a 24-hour companion. I feel that I am always connected to my master, 24 hours. The moment I remember him, I find him very close to me. Now I am feeling him very close to me. Whenever I need him, his help is there. Maybe sometime in a deep forest, sometime in Russian Siberia, sometime in American Alaska. I have traveled to these remote places, but there also the moment I remember him, he was there. And not only he helped me in my meditation, he helped me even earning my money, my bread, my profession, my company. We have a company from where we get bread, BDA, no? So he has helped to run the company. So he is not looking up. He is not looking after only my spiritual side. He is also looking after my all needs: food, shelter, love, respect, my traveling, my desires. Every need he is looking after me. What more fortune one can have? इससे बड़ा भाग्य क्या हो सकता है? हर चीज़ impossible thing he has done for me, which looked totally impossible. I was in a government job after my education. I was in government job for 7 years. But I was very frustrated because I could not fit in the government job. Although my colleagues engineers were earning a lot. That time engineering profession was very paying. No? If you can know the business trick, no? I was totally failed in those business tricks that you have to take commission from one hand and give it a good commission to your senior, your boss, then you can remain fit in the system. I didn't know those tactics, so I was very frustrated in my business. My service, engineering service for 7 years. Although I was promoted as a second-class engineer, executive engineer, and people said that now the time you should earn money. Now executive engineers earn money. And you have facility, you get facility. But I was not happy, so Bhagwan said, leave, छोड़ दो. तुमको मन नहीं लगता है तो जॉब छोड़ दो. Everybody in my family, my friends were very much concerned. I was also afraid with leaving the job. In job you are secure, every month you get salary. On first of month you get a salary. And leaving a job is jumping into insecurity. So my father, my all family members opposed this idea. But भगवान से चिंता मत करो, हम देख लेंगे, तुम छोड़ो, हम देख लेंगे. If you are not enjoying, then don't do it, भगवान. You should choose वही काम करो जिसमें तुम्हें आनंद आता है, जिसमें आनंद नहीं आता है वो छोड़ दो. So I resigned. When I resigned, I was also afraid, and everybody, my friends and my family member, very scared that अब क्या करेगा? 8 साल इतना उम्र हो गया, ये हो गया, अब क्या करेगा? इतना अच्छा जॉब था, इतना अच्छा पैसा मिल सकता था. I remained unemployed for a few months. I had a small provident fund money. when I was engineer, I was getting vehicles from the government, but after I resigned, my vehicle was withdrawn, so I had to walk. So my provident fund that time, total provident fund, I got 14,000 rupees. So in 13,000 rupees, I purchased a scooter. 1,000 rupees I had remained. I said, we had a center that time, and every sannyasi, like you pay for food, every sannyasi that time used to pay 500 for monthly food. So people were afraid that, ab kya khaoge, kya karoge? I said, I have money for 2 months. 2 months to खा, 2 months के बाद देखा जाएगा भगवान का. I had only 1,000 rupees when I purchased my scooter because the vehicle was needed. I was traveling, I was selling books, I was meeting people. So vehicle was very compulsory. The cheapest vehicle that time possible was a scooter. I purchased in 13,000, 1,000 rupees for 2 months. But I have a total trust on Bhagwan. That when Bhagwan ऐसे छोड़ दो, हम हैं ना, हम देख लेंगे. तुमको मजा नहीं आ रहा है? हमने नहीं, मुझे मजा नहीं आ रहा है. बहुत बहुत टॉर्चर है गवर्नमेंट में, बहुत टॉर्चर है. You know the government, how the government functions. If you don't fit in, if you fit in this system, you can earn a lot. If you don't fit in the system, you are thrown. No? So I was not fitting in the system. I didn't know the tricks. I was not fitting in the system. So I was always a very bad guy in the eyes of my seniors. My seniors were all angry with me because I was not giving them money. No? So I had a difficult time. So the day my last month money finished, we were paying in the ashram 500 rupees per head. Full Chowk, we had a center that time, 500 rupees for food. 1 month, second month, no money. Totally bankrupt. I have no saving, nothing. Total was my provident fund, 14,000 rupees. My friends were very concerned that अब इसका क्या होगा, क्या कहाँ जाएगा, क्या करेगा. I had only trust. I had nothing. I had trust. I never applied anywhere. I never tried for any job. I was just meditating, selling Bhagwan books, conducting meditation camps, totally involved with Bhagwan's project because I had time. People came, the company which later I joined, all the directors of that company came to Phul Chowk where I was living, and they requested me that you should come and join the company. We want an engineer, you should come. And they offered me that you will not an employee, you join as a director. And I was surprised because in government, the last, when I resigned, my salary was 1,100 rupees. As an executive engineer, I was getting 1,100 rupees. That was enough to maintain myself. They told me that you join as a director. And I said, I have to work for ashram. I cannot be full time because that time ashram was the initial stage and I had to put lot of energy. So I said, I can work only 10 to 2, 4 hours, or 2 to 6, whatever you prefer. They were working 10 to 6 that time in a coffee office. So I said, I can work either 10 to 2 or 2 to 6. No, half hour, and give me half salary, whatever. They said, no, we give directors, that time we had 3-4 directors, so they are getting 3,000 rupees salary, so you will get 3,000 rupees salary and you work only 4 hours. No? They agreed. This is a surprise, no? They are coming to my house and they are not asking me to become a staff, but they told me you become a director of the company and you will get the same salary which we draw. No? That time 3,000 was also very valuable money in 40-50 years ago. That was a big money. No? So they said you get the same salary, the same facility which we get, no? Like fuel and free allowance and things like that. So we get the same which we are get, and you work only for 4 hours. So this is a miracle. This is Osho ka chamatkar. I joined, for 1 year I just worked 4 hours, half time, 10 to 4. And they were giving me full salary. Whatever they were drawing, they were giving me full salary. Every facility. Thereafter 1 year. And I was very happy in my company because I have not to please very greedy boss. In job you have to please very greedy and characterless bosses. No? Yeah. I have seen that people offer so many things, no? To please their seniors, no? Not only money, no? They offer so many things. Very dirty world it is, no? But due to the grace of Bhagwan, I have not to please anybody. I myself was senior director, and soon I became managing director. I was joined as a director, but my managing director left for Australia, and I became managing director. So everything was. I'm telling you this example just to show that Master not only help you in meditation, he also helps you in earning your bread. Your food is also his responsibility. If you are devoted, if you have a trust. That's my experience in my life. Everything good which has happened is a grace of Bhagwan. And whatever bad has happened, it was my own unconscious decisions. Whenever I took my own decision, I always fail. Whenever I follow Bhagwan, I was always successful. Whenever I make my own decision against his will, it created a great misery for my life, for me. I am telling this thing just to give you a trust that if you have a master is a master key. Master does not take responsibility. Bhagwan has said that if I don't provide you food and tell you to do meditation, how you will do meditation empty stomach? खाना तो पहले देना पड़ेगा, तब तो तुम ध्यान करोगे. खाना नहीं मिले तो कैसे कितना भी मैं कैसे ध्यान करोगे? तो पहले तो मुझे तुम्हारी भौतिक आवश्यकताएं देखनी पड़ती है, तब तुम साधना करो. तो अब मैं कह दूँ ध्यान करो, कैसे ध्यान करो? कपड़ा नहीं है, गाउन नहीं है, कैसे ध्यान करोगे? है ना? खाना नहीं, कैसे? I have to look after your physical needs also. So master is a guardian. माता पिता से भी ज़्यादा आवश्यक और प्रेम गुरु से मिलता है, और सच्चा प्रेम गुरु से ही मिलता है. परिवार तो आपको प्रेम करेगा, परिवार के एक्सपेक्टेशन रहते हैं. फादर हेल्प will love you, but father has expectation that one day you will earn and take care of him in old age. No? So our family relationship is based on expectation. I help you, you will also help me. No? But master-disciple relationship is totally based on compassion. Master loves you, he helps you, and in return, he does not want anything from you. तो ये इतना बड़ा संबंध कौन करना नहीं चाहेगा? इसमें you are given all the protection and you have not to give anything in return except your sincere effort in meditation. Master wants only your honest effort in your meditation, more than enough, nothing else. Your honest effort in meditation is more than enough. No? You should make an honest and sincere effort in meditation, and I guarantee you, all your needs will be taken care by Osho. It's my experience, not my experience, it's the experience of millions of people whom I have come in contact with. About more than 100,000 people. So I have initiated, I watch their life, I see their life. But other also who were initiated by Osho and other coordinators, those who maintain love relations, trust and love relationship with the master, all their needs are taken care by Osho. It is my experience. कस्तो भइरहेछ यहाँको बसाइ यो दीक्षाको टाइममा हामी किन कुरा गर्छौँ भने बताउँछु म यसको अरू लोगों आई टेल यू वाइ वी टक बिफोर इनिशिएसन आई टक टु माई फ्रेन्ड्स हु आर रेडी फर इनिशिएसन दीक्षाको अगाडि एउटा मित्रता हुनुपर्छ दीक्षा दिने मान्छे र दीक्षा लिने व्यक्तिको बिचमा एउटा इन्टिमेसी हुनुपर्छ आजकल सन्यासीको सङ्ख्या यति बढिरहेछ कि फेरि टाइम हुँदैन कि हामी व्यक्तिगत रूपमा कुरा गर्न सकौँ 1 लाख सन्यासी मैले दीक्षा दिएको भइसक्यो अब पर्सनल भेट्न पनि गाह्रो हुँदै गइरहेको छ र पर्सनल इन्टिमेट कुरा गर्न पनि गाह्रो हुँदैरहेको छ त्यस कारण दीक्षाको टाइममा इन्टिमेसी हुनुपर्छ एकअर्कालाई चिन्नुपर्छ धेरै संस्था यस्तो छ जसमा म एउटा संस्थामा थिएँ ओशोभन्दा अगाडि त्यसको नाम हो आनन्द मार्ग त्यो आनन्द मार्गमा नियम के थियो भने गुरुलाई तपाईँले आफ्नो जीवनमा एकचोटि मात्रै भेट्न पाउनुहुन्छ त्यसलाई भन्थ्यो पिसी पर्सनल कन्ट्याक्ट गुरुसँग एकचोटि मात्रै हुन्थ्यो यदि गुरुसँग दीक्षा लिँदै हुनुहुन्छ भने त्यही बेला हुन्थ्यो गुरुसँग कुरा सोध्न सकिने त्यसपछि सिद्धियो यदि गुरुका आचार्यहरू थिए त्यसबाट दीक्षा लिनुभएको छ भने तपाईँले माग्नु पर्थ्यो मलाई पिसी पर्सनल कन्ट्याक्ट दिनुहोस् अनि आचार्यले ठिक टाइममा 1 वर्षपछि या 6 महिनापछि दिन्थ्यो आनन्द मूर्तिजी हाम्रो गुरु हुनुहुन्थ्यो त्यो बेला म उहाँसँग दीक्षित थिएँ एकचोटि मात्रै उहाँसँग कुरा हुने लाइफ होल सन्यासको माने शिष्यको खालि 9 जना त्यो बेला अहिले त मलाई थाहा छैन त्यो बेला 9 जना आचार्य थिए कोअर्डिनेटर त्यो 9 जना मध्ये कसैले दीक्षा दिन्थ्यो भने त्यो 9 जना मात्रै गुरुसँग भेट्न पाउँथ्यो तर तपाईँको केही कुरा छ भने त्यो 9 जना थ्रु नै भन्नुपर्ने तपाईँको केही सोध्नु छ गुरुसँग भने तपाईँको जो आचार्य छ त्यसलाई भन्नुपर्ने आचार्य हैज एक्सेस टु द मास्टर हैन द 9 आचार्य दैट टाइम when I was initiated in 60s no so that time Anand Marg was just started Anand Murti was our guru so Acharya has access they can go and meet the master if you have a question either you have to ask to Acharya and if you not Acharya could not satisfy you then you can request that Acharya should go and meet the master. But you can meet only once in a life. That's like one thing, PC, personal contact. Personal contact with your master was only possible one time in your life. It also happened with Osho. When Osho started sannyas and when number was started increasing, so that time in 80s, after 79, many people started taking sannyas. And it was not possible for Bhagwan then to meet other time. So with meeting with master was only possible at the time of initiation. Then it became impossible. So you can write your question and give it to the coordinator. Then we also had to write questions and give it to the Bhagwan's secretary. You have something in your mind if you want to get a guidance, but it was not possible to have personal meeting. No? After 80, it became difficult, impossible. When Bhagwan came to Nepal, then I had access, and it was a special privilege that I had met him in Rajneeshpuram. But it was only for few people. So personal contact was only possible once. PC, no? So that's why at the time of sannyas, I take some time, I ask people there. So they said we could have a intimacy, we could know each other. Then maybe meeting will not be possible, who knows? No? We are also getting very busy, my schedules are also very tight. So it not become possible for me, everybody whom I have initiated.
My name is Surendra Kumar Goyal. I am from Chundevi, Maharajganj, and basically I belongs to Krishnanagar, Kapilvastu. I am a businessman. I came to Swamiji 15 days ago. Swamiji, this is the problem. My elder brother told me that go and meet Swamiji. That I am suffering from anxiety and I am suffering from, I'm not feeling happy with any of the things. I'm not feeling happy with any of the things. Every day I see that something is, whatever is going on, all are wrong. Even there, those things are right, but I found the things are going wrong. So I met him, and he immediately listened my queries, and he told me, you join us. And if this is the medical problem, I cannot help you. But if this is the internal problem, certainly you will get the help. And immediately he called Swami Rishi. And Swami Rishi ji took me to the downward buildings, and I have done 6 days Vipassana. Then after 3 to 4 days, I came at 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock for the Kundali. And then Swamiji told me that new session is going to start from 1st of February. You join it. That called the No Mind. And I really appreciate that program, No Mind program, and Kundalini program was really fantastic. I request everybody, be seriously, do it seriously. Whatever the Swamiji teaches us, we have to follow it seriously. Not only the wasting of time. In 2 hours, I really feel myself that lot of things are changed. Pranam Swamiji.
Goelji is an example. In a week time, I see a transformation in him, big transformation in him. He was advised by his brother and also by his doctor to join meditation.
Doctor also told me to go and join meditation.
Yes, he was advised by his brother. His elder brother is one of my friend. One time he was a managing director of Nepal Telecommunication, a very good friend of our family, his brother. And his doctor also suggested him to go for meditation. He is such an honest and sincere person that the day I told him, he did everything exactly. I told him to join Vipassana, already started, but he joined one day late. He joined it and he completed it sincerely. Then I told him that please come for evening Kundalini and Aarti. He didn't miss a single day. Every day he was coming on time for Kundalini and Aarti. Then I requested him, I was a little bit afraid, but I said that, can you come and stay with us? Because he is a very busy businessman. He has a lot of responsibility. But I told him, can you come and stay with us for No Mind? He never said no. He said, yes, I am coming. I came from the No Mind, and he did it so sincerely and honestly. I was a little bit afraid. But the people who have not done dynamic meditation, for them No Mind is a little bit difficult. Those who have not done catharsis. And for a busy businessman, doing No Mind is not an easy job. So I was a little bit afraid. But he joined it and he did it so honestly. Now it's the 6th day, no? Today is the 6th day.
6th day.
So he has felt the beauty of it in 5 days. No? Just 5 days of No Mind.
Yes.
And I feel so much tension has disappeared from his face. The day he came, and now his face is totally changed. So it is an example for all of friends that meditation, if you done honest like Goelji, he's a very honest person. And by profession he is also engineer. We are of the same profession, civil engineer. But
I'm mechanical.
I am mechanical engineer. I'm sorry, but we are the same qualification. He is also engineer, but see, he did it so honestly that magic has happened in 6 days. Now, so magic depends on nothing. Magic depends upon your honesty and your sincerity. If you are honest and sincere and listen to your teacher honestly, then miracle will happen. We see one miracle here.
मैले अस्ति म एक्लै आउनुलाई पनि साथीहरूलाई भनेको थिएँ त्यहाँ वरिपरि अब लोक दानीले म त ध्यान गर्नु जान्ला थिएँ 14-15 दिन तपस्या गर्नु जान्ला थिएँ बेला भएको छैन बेला त कहिले आउँछ कहिले आउँछ बेला त आफै बनाउने हो भनेर
बेला त ढिलो भइसक्यो
तिम्रो पो कोही छैन एक्लै बसिरहेको छ ध्यान गर्छ हाम्रो त फुर्सद छैन भन्नु होइन फुर्सद मिलाउने हो मलाई भगवान्ले बुझाइदिनु भएको छ अहिले यो कोरोनाको गरले मलाई ध्यान गर्ने मौका मिलेको छ भन्छु
कस्तो राम्रो कस्तो राम्रो ठिक खुसी लाग्यो ल अर्को
रमाइलो
यो त परिवार हो नि तपाईँको यो परिवार यहाँ केही दिन बस्नुभयो भने यही छोराछोरी लाग्छ आफ्नो तपाईँको परिवार हो यो प्रेमको कति दिन भयो यहाँ बस्नु भएको ए तपाईँको मिसेस अच्छा दुईजना एकाउन्टेन्ट हुनुहुन्छ है घरको हिसाब किताब त पक्का होला दुईटै एकाउन्टेन्ट गुड गुड कस्तो भयो तपाईँको बसाइ कस्तो भयो एउटा म सजेस्ट के गर्छु सबैलाई सजेस्ट गर्छु I am suggesting this to all the people who are present here and also who are watching in Zoom and who will watch in YouTube later on, that they all must do at least once no mind meditation. No mind meditation यहाँ चलिरहेछ 7 दिन हुन्छ प्रत्येक महिना हुन्छ 1 तारिकदेखि 7 तारिक सके भने त्यो नो माइन्ड पछि रिपिट पनि गर्नु बेटर तर पहिला एकचोटि अनुभव गर्नलाई यो भगवानले दिएको अन्तिम ध्यानको विधि हो बडो पावरफुल छ र अहिलेको युगमा मान्छे यति मानसिक तनावले ग्रसित छ सबै मान्छेको मनमा केही न केही समस्या छ त्यसको महाऔषधि हो नो माइन्ड मेडिटेसन र मिस्टिक रोजमेन्ट दुईटा मेडिटेसन छ हामीसँग बडो पावरफुल तपाईलाई पनि म के सजेस्ट गर्छु भने अर्को महिना पनि 1 तारिकदेखि 7 तारिक हुन्छ हरेक महिना हुन्छ यहाँ नो माइन्ड मेडिटेसन तपाईँले सुविधा भएको महिनामा तपाईँ आफ्नो श्रीमती परिवार अरू कोही मित्र साथी आएछ भने नो या एक्लै मिल्छ भने दुईजनालाई सँगै बिदा मिल्दैन भने एक्लै पनि एकचोटि नो माइन्ड गर्नुहोस् त्यसपछि क्याथार्सिस इजी हुन्छ त्यसपछि घाँटी सुक्दैन अब दीक्षा दिन्छ हैन